Hello guys, how are you? My name is Ishan. Today we are here for the demonstration of CostX software which we use for our latest project. So we are gonna double click on the CostX, so it's gonna launch our CostX software. At this page, I have already done a project called ACTS building at Oakland, but when you don't have that, you have to click on new project, new building, and then you insert the building properties or the project details. For example, I put here ACTS building at Oakland. The building code we can put our building code, but here we put our student ID. Project type, default project. Building type is mixed use, and the project default. Then we insert. Now we have opened up this dimensions, this page. In here we can add our drawings by going to add, pause control. After adding drawings, we have made them in folders and subfolders. In architecture drawings, we have the elevation, building elevation, we have the layout for each floor, basement plan, rooftop. In sections, we have the section drawings, and in schedule, we have the doors and window schedules, and in structural, we have the foundation and column location plan. First step is to calibrate the drawing according to our real drawings. Calibration means we put the digital measurements according to our real drawings. So for example, we choose the foundation layout and we calibrate this one. So we go to drawings. This drawing is already calibrated, so I'll reset the calibration. And then we can do calibrate by two types, by x-axis or y-axis. In this area we can also calibrate the drawings by y-axis or x-axis. I will choose to calibrate by x-axis. So what we'll do, we'll choose this one point and then we'll go to this point. Now the digital measurement is showing 73.5753 meters, but the actual measurement is 7.42 meters. We'll apply this and do OK and yes. As our drawing is calibrated, now we will move to the dimension page. So in dimensions, what we do is we add a dimension by clicking on add dimension group, and then we insert the name of the group. Then we put the subfolder and the folder and subfolder, and the measurement type, default display, default multiplier, width, this and that. Then there are indications for positive dimensions and indications for negative dimensions as well. But here we have some already, I have made some dimension groups in which I will choose the foundation base concrete. So we put the name as foundation base concrete. The folder is substructure and the subfolder is concrete works. So we put the backslash in between. Then the measurement type is area, but the default display is volume, because we have the drawings. So we will measure the area, but the default display will be in volume because we are measuring the concrete. According to ANZ the concrete measurement unit is cubic meter, which is volume. And default multiplier, default height will be put 0.5 according to the drawing, and we'll do insert. So what we will do here, we will calculate the area. So go with positive, select the area you want, put the point from this corner this, this, to this. You can press enter as well, or you can connect the dots and press enter. So the area for the foundation is 29 meter cube, the base foundation. By this process we will calculate and make subfolders or dimension groups of everything. In this project we have the finishes, floor finishes, plastering works, skirtings. We have calculated the gross floor area as well, used floor area. Then there is foundation base concrete, and these all are the dimension groups we have selected, and we have calculated and measured all the dimensions and the sub-dimensions. After you have measured all the quantities, the next step is to make the workbook or the SOQ. In SOQ we have GFA group, in which do you remember we calculated the measurement for the slab, concrete slab? So it's in substructure, where we will double click, and we have all the details here. Description of the work, quantity, unit, rate, and then subtotal. So for example, in this point, slab on grade 500 mm thick column. So we have foundation base concrete. We will put the detail, drag and drop here and update. So the quantity of the grade, slab on grade for the concrete is 29 meter cube, and this is the rate calculated. When we double click on it, we can know how we calculated the unit rate. So we calculated the material, labor and the machinery prices along with the overhead and profit included. So 220 New Zealand dollar is for the 1 meter cubic concrete, $23 per hour is for labor. Then there are quantity, then there are items and the price, and hence we calculated that 546 is the unit rate for 1 meter cubic slab on grade, and the total is 15,856. Hence we calculated all the preliminaries, substructure, superstructure and finishes. After that, when you are done calculating everything, the measurements and the price, you go to the reports and you print your workbook to report and you generate. So here we are doing bills of quantities, but as this is the study version, I'm gonna put my name, Ishansh Sharma, and then my student ID. And then you can preview your SOQ, schedule of quantities. So the CostX provides you the whole book of the SOQ which we have just created. So it is mentioned as this. So starting from preliminaries, quantity, they have rate mentioned. So this is the whole SOQ with the quantity, unit, rate and amount. Thus, quantity surveyor can do work, and that's it. So this was a demonstration video of how CostX works and it helps us in construction industry. Thank you.